Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the dark side of history to uncover the most painful punishments ever recorded. We're talking about the kind of stuff that'll make you cringe, gasp, and thank your lucky stars you weren't born back then. I'm talking about the punishments that were designed not just to kill, but to inflict the absolute maximum amount of suffering possible. You guys know I love pushing the limits, but this is some next level stuff. So buckle up, grab some snacks, maybe not, actually you might lose your lunch, and get ready for the top 5 most painful punishments in history. First up, we're heading to ancient Greece, home of democracy, philosophy, and some seriously messed up punishments. Imagine this, you're sentenced to death. Bad, right? But it gets worse. Because your execution isn't just death, it's the Brazen Bull. This wasn't just any bull, though. This one was made entirely of bronze, hollowed out, and with a door on the side. You'd be shoved inside, the door would be bolted shut, and then a fire would be lit beneath the bull. The metal would heat up slowly, turning the inside into an oven. The screams of the victim would be channeled through the bull's nostrils, designed to sound like the bellows of an enraged beast. Talk about adding insult to injury. You wouldn't just be burned alive, you'd be slowly cooked from the inside out. Your agonizing cries transformed into a twisted form of entertainment for your executioners. This wasn't just a hypothetical punishment either. It's said that the inventor of the Brazen Bull, a dude named Perillus, was the first one to experience his own creation. Talk about karma. Next, we're traveling to ancient Persia, where they preferred their punishments with a side of insects. I'm talking about scaphism, also known as the boats. This one's not for the faint of heart, so if you're squeamish, you might want to skip ahead. Picture this. You're stripped naked and strapped inside a small boat. Sounds kind of chill so far, right? Wrong. They wouldn't just leave you there to work on your tan. Oh no. They'd then take another boat, flip it over, and strap you inside that one too, sandwiching you between the two. And if that wasn't bad enough, the real fun was about to begin. They'd force-feed you milk and honey, and not just a little sip. They'd keep pouring it down your throat until you were overflowing. Why? Because the milk and honey would attract every single insect in a 5-mile radius, and they'd be coming for their all-you-can-eat buffet on your body. Chapter 3. The breaking wheel, broken beyond repair. For our next stop, we're heading to medieval Europe, where they really knew how to make you suffer. This time we're talking about the breaking wheel, also known as the Catherine wheel. This wasn't your average Ferris wheel, though. This one was designed to inflict unimaginable pain. Imagine being tied spread-eagle to a giant wooden wheel. Now, imagine someone coming at you with a hammer or iron bar and just going to town on your limbs. That's the breaking wheel in a nutshell. But it gets worse, because after they were done breaking your bones, they'd often weave your mangled body through the spokes of the wheel and leave you there to die. Sometimes they'd even hoist the wheel up on a pole, leaving you exposed to the elements, birds pecking at your wounds. This wasn't a quick death either. People could linger for days, their agony a spectacle for all to see. Chapter 4. Linki, Death by 1,000 Cuts. From Europe we travel to ancient China, where they practiced a punishment so brutal it was known as death by 1,000 cuts. This wasn't just a figure of speech either. Linki, as it was called, was a slow, agonizing execution designed to inflict the maximum amount of suffering possible. Imagine being tied to a public scaffold, your clothes ripped off. Now imagine an executioner approaching, not with a swift and merciful blade, but with a small, sharp knife. Over the course of hours, sometimes even days, the executioner would systematically slice off pieces of your body. And it wasn't just random cuts. They had a specific order they'd follow, removing fingers, toes, ears, nose, and other body parts, all while keeping you alive and conscious for as long as possible. This wasn't just about physical pain, though. It was also a form of public humiliation, your suffering put on display for all to see. It was a punishment designed to break your body, your mind, and your spirit. Chapter 5. The Judas Cradle, Impaled and Infected. Last but not least, we return to medieval Europe for a punishment so gruesome it's hard to believe it was ever real. I'm talking about the Judas Cradle, and trust me, this is one ride you wouldn't want to take. Imagine a pyramid-shaped seat. Sounds harmless enough, right? Wrong. Because this wasn't your average seat. This one was designed to inflict unimaginable pain. Here's how it worked. You'd be stripped naked and hoisted above the pyramid, your wrists and ankles bound. Then, slowly, you'd be lowered onto the point of the pyramid. The point wasn't sharp enough to kill you instantly. Oh, no, that would be too easy. Instead, it was designed to slowly pierce your body, your own weight driving the point deeper and deeper with every passing moment. As if that wasn't bad enough, the pyramid was often left uncleaned, meaning any open wounds would quickly become infected. Talk about adding insult to injury. The Judas Cradle was a slow, agonizing death, and just thinking about it makes me want to take a long, hot shower. Wow, we made it after going through all that. I don't know about you guys, but I need a hug. Or maybe a stiff drink. It's crazy to think that humans were capable of inflicting that kind of pain on each other. It really makes you appreciate how far we've come. Thanks for watching. If you found this video interesting, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating content. Let us know in the comments which punishment you found the most horrifying. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and try not to have nightmares.